Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today's story is based on real-life events unfolding right now in some of South Africa's border towns, places like Musina and Komatipoort. Locals there are raising serious concerns that illegal foreigners are taking over their communities, stretching resources like hospitals, jobs, and housing to breaking point. This growing tension is sparking conflict, fear, and division among neighbors. I encourage you to watch this whole story to understand the complexities involved, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated with the latest news affecting our country. Musina and Komatipoort have long been entry points for migrants coming from neighboring countries such as Zimbabwe and Mozambique. These towns are vibrant, but the rapid influx of undocumented foreigners is placing enormous pressure on local infrastructure and services. Hospitals, for example, are overwhelmed. Nurses and doctors speak of crowded waiting rooms and shortages of medicine, making it hard for locals to get the care they need. People who have lived in these towns for years now find themselves sharing cramped housing or waiting longer for work because competition has increased. Many South Africans in these border areas feel their communities are being taken over, their livelihoods threatened. Jobs that were once available to locals are now often given to foreigners willing to work for less, and informal settlements are growing as people squeeze into smaller spaces. This situation has led to frustration and anger, sometimes erupting in violent clashes or protests. But it's important to look at the bigger picture. The migrants arriving in these towns are often fleeing poverty, political unrest, or violence in their home countries. They come with hopes of finding safety and opportunities in South Africa. However, without legal papers, many live in the shadows, vulnerable to exploitation and unable to fully participate in society. This vulnerability can sometimes fuel crime or desperation, which only worsens relations between locals and foreigners. Adding to the tension is the haunting reminder of darker histories. In the shadows of these communities lie unresolved stories like those of Gert van Rooyen's lost victims, children who vanished without a trace, their disappearances a painful mystery still unsolved decades later. Such past tragedies add a layer of fear and distrust that lingers in the minds of many residents. Local authorities have struggled to find a balance between enforcing immigration laws and addressing humanitarian concerns. Border control efforts and deportations continue, but they are not always effective in stopping the flow or easing the tensions. Meanwhile, communities feel caught in the middle, demanding solutions that protect their rights without ignoring the struggles of migrants. This story is not about blaming one side or the other. It's about understanding the challenges facing border towns where people's lives are intertwined in complex and often painful ways. It reminds us that behind the headlines are real people, South Africans and foreigners, all searching for a better life, safety, and dignity. Thank you for watching. If you found this story insightful, please subscribe and share it with others who want to know what's really happening in our border communities. I'll see you next time with more real stories from South Africa. Take care.